Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, I stated that I was going to be heading off to Bravos and taking up the quest there to capture Volantis, but unfortunately, we have had a little bit of a delay. Now, the first delay was the fact that I wanted to get a couple of coins from our treasury, and as a result, it gave the Iron Islands a chance to siege Lordsport, which is a rather questionable act, I must admit, considering most of the units we have in there are not too bad. They are somewhat higher level, but yes, you do see a couple of levies in there as well, which is a little unfortunate, but nevertheless, I am here at Ironholt, and we will be heading into the Lord's Hall, and hopefully being able to talk to our Seneschal, and we will see how much cash is actually in the treasury, because I have no idea. However, we have been gaining a huge amount of coin every single week, so let us... Oh my. Okay, so it appears we have a huge amount, and I will be taking 10,000 of that out of the treasury, and hopefully being able to use that very effectively indeed by leveling up many of our units. As you can see here, loads of them require upgrades. So once we have completed upgrading all of these fellows, I believe we will probably go over to Lordsport and see what the situation is like, and if we are able to scare them off, then we may pursue them, but I think it may be a better idea to... Okay. Oh. Really? Okay, so it appears that the king himself was close enough so that he is actually included in this battle. So as you can see, we are 125 against their 235. So this is going to be rather painful, to say the least, but I do have faith in my units that we will be able to pull this off, and let's just hope that they have a lot of elite retainers that have no shields, because I believe that our archers will be able to pincushion them. So let us now attempt to get to a very nice vantage point so that we can make sure our archers are being the most efficient killers that they can be, and we will then see what the enemy will do. So at the moment we have 81 and the enemy has 93, so at the moment we are not entirely confident that we'll be able to pull this off, but as I say, I have faith in my units and my elite reach crossbowmen. They have been incredible so far. I do not believe we have lost many of them at all either, so we have a good chance of... Okay, well, Brendan has a good chance of being knocked unconscious almost immediately, which is not too good. I think I may actually change his tag from cavalry or infantry or whatever it may be at the moment and place it to non-combat companions, because him dying all the time is more detrimental, I suppose, than him not participating in combat. So yes, I think we're probably going to be doing something similar to that effect, and we will see how our infantry do against these fellows here. Now, we have an overwhelming amount of archers, which is probably not a good idea. However, I am going to be moving them a little bit closer, and our infantry will be charging in. So let us charge at them and do no damage whatsoever. Let us charge at them once again and do no damage. No! Really? Okay, fine. Sword it is, then. We'll take out the elite Ironborn retainers as best we can. And... no, don't get stopped! That is never a good idea, at all. No! Yes, okay, so we should be alright if we are able to survive this. Yes, there we are. Okay, that's good. And, oh no. Yes. So, many of you have actually stated that the elite Ironborn retainers are some of the most difficult units to take out, and you would be correct, I believe, because they have huge two-handed axes that are able to destroy the greatest shields. And as you can see there, they took my shield down very, very quickly, so yes, that left me completely defenseless to their archers. Hopefully they don't have too many. Oh, they have a couple of crossbowmen, but I don't think that they will be any match for our elite reach crossbowmen, or at least I can hope so. So let's do it. Oh no, he parried me, how dare you. Yes, take him down. There we are, nice double kill for Elias right there, and a thrusting attack versus that Ironborn retainer. Come on, let's go first person for a visceral combat experience. Yes, there we are, take damage on him, and we have advanced to level 21. Very nice indeed. So come on, oh yes, there we are, nice kill right there, and we have now encountered the first reinforcements for the enemy. and I'm hoping that we will not take too much damage as a result. Oh, a nice parry there from me, if I do say so myself. And now we will just continue to hunt down the elite Ironborn retainers, because I believe most of our units are probably not going to be suited to fighting them, so I'm hoping that I will be able to hunt them down as best I can and actually take them out myself, because it appears that many of our losses at the moment have currently been to elite Ironborn retainers. So if we can prevent that from happening, then we will have a much better time of it, I would think. And we have actually received reinforcements. I was not expecting that, so that's very nice. Come on, let's just attempt to take down some of their archers as well along the way. No. No, no, no. Come on, yes, take him down. Take this guy down as well, if possible. Yes, there we are. Come on. Take that, spearman. Yes, there we go. Okay, luckily enough, I was able to survive with a sliver of health. And maybe I will be able to contribute a little bit more to the fight before being taken out eventually. And, oh no! That elite Ironborn retainer is doing too good a job. We need to take him out, guys. Oh, be careful. Don't want to get speared in the face. That would be terrible. But there we are. We are still surviving and pulling through this. And let's take out that guy. Yeah, there we are. Very nice. Oh my goodness, they have way too many of them. Well, I suppose, if you think about it this way, on the good side, we are fighting the king himself at the moment. So if we are able to win and attain victory, then we should have a very easy time of taking out any potential fief that we may want to take. So let us think of that, and hopefully be granted a respite in between, perhaps. That would be wonderful, so that we can actually rejuvenate our units. Oh no. Come on. Oh, yes. Okay, a little bit of a glancing blow there from me. Not as much damage as I would like. There we are. That's much better. Okay, come on. Take him out. Oh, he's running. How dare you? Yes, take them down. Oh, the archers. Oh, no. Oh, I thought this fellow was going to shoot me in the face right there, but luckily enough, I was able to avoid death, just about. And I'm actually really surprised I'm still alive, because usually when I lose my horse, I am almost certainly going to die, but thankfully enough, we are able to pull out a very astounding victory. I was not expecting it, but there we are. Very nice. And 15 renown is our reward. We lost 28 units to death, but we were able to take out 206 of theirs, and I took out 40 units myself. So that is very cool. Oh my goodness, this is great. Okay, so we are able to take the king himself prisoner. That is very nice indeed. We will be doing that so as to prevent him from running around with his huge army and causing havoc. But there we are. Very nice. Now, I will not be taking any of these prisoners because, of course, as you can see, we already have a full prisoner's hold, but we will be heading on and hopefully taking quite a few pieces of loot, as you can see here. And I am reminded that I really didn't sell, did I? No, I didn't sell because I was so excited to head on to Bravos that I neglected to do so. Oh well, we can at least let our companions pick up most of the slack right there, and now we will be heading to Lordsport and selling automatically. Now, one of you stated in the comments that you would like to see me change the settings and tick this, sell items automatically when leaving, and we will be doing that. Now, this price limit right here, I believe, only indicates that you're supposed to sell anything 50 or above. Now, I'm thinking that that's probably going to be okay, isn't it? Well, I don't know, but I will leave it on 50 at the moment, and then we will see at a later point. But I will be selling most of the items in my own inventory first, and then we will see what we can do about the automatic selling. So let's just make sure that we are selling nothing of use as such. Yes, that is fine. And the thick round shield, that's good. Okay, the gloves will do nicely. Are there any other gloves here that I actually sold? No. Okay, so that is good. However, we did sell one of these things, which we do want to keep. So that will be that. And I will sell the last helmet. Now, we do actually need a couple more pieces of food stuff, so we are going to be taking a few of those as well. And then we will be heading on. So let's see. There we are. Okay, so Brendan has sold 26 items and gained us 302 dinars, which is great. So let's see what we can do here with the amount of units that need upgrading. It does become quite expensive after the first initial wave of upgrades, of course, because once they reach sergeant rank, they are starting to use much higher equipment and gear, and as a result, of course, you do have to spend a lot more money. Now, my plan initially was to increase our intelligence, and I think we are still going to be participating in that plan. So, I'm actually just thinking, what was I actually leveling up? That is interesting. I might have to refer back to the previous video, but I think it is probably going to be trainer and maybe engineer as well. I think engineer is going to help us out, so that's 4 now. Let's go for pathfinding so that we can actually run away from things as well. And then we'll go for, I suppose, archery, because one-handed is very easy to level up, so that will be fine. Now, I think I will be rejuvenating our forces here, and then we will be heading on to 10 towers, potentially. And they are already buying back one of their vassals. I am going to be accepting that. There we are. And it appears that Belacqua... Oh my goodness! Whoa, okay, let me just become speechless for just a second right here. Oh, wow, okay. So, it appears that some fellow from the Reach has decided to siege King's Landing. And as you may all know, they have a huge garrison there, so I am not necessarily pitying that fellow's predicament, but I suppose he is supported by a huge amount of Reach vassals, and maybe even in an alliance with one of the other factions. So, yes, that's very nice indeed to see, and I will be heading over to Pike now, because we want to place many of these units in the garrison there. Now, I do want to check on the status of our prisoner's tower, because I believe that is still being built here, or at least I can hope so. Yes, 52 days, okay. Yes, 52 days. A little bit too much for me, but it's a little unfortunate. Okay, so, manage this town. We are going to be recruiting some troops. Let's get how many? Okay. I think 5 times will be fine. We are spending quite a bit of money, and we're just going to hope that we can defend Pike rather nicely. Lordsport is having a few issues, but I think the recruits from Pike can be switched around quite nicely, so that should be fine. Now, I will be waiting here for some time, rejuvenating, and then I will be heading over to the 10 towers. Okay, so upon resting here for not a very large amount of time at all, we are greeted by the message that Greygarden has been besieged by Graydon Goodbrother, and we are very outraged by that fact. So, let's take a look at how many units we actually have able-bodied ready for battle. Not too many, well, actually, it's not too bad, but 101. Is that enough? Yes, I believe it is. Let's go. We will see how many he has, at least. If he has a small force, then we may not even consider fighting him at all. Yes, it appears he only has 21. And am I really going to take the time to fight him? I don't know. I think I would like to head on to the 10 towers instead, to be honest. So we are going to be doing that. Let us head on. And we will see what the 10 towers has in store. Okay, well, quite a few vassals are stationed here, obviously regathering their forces, and Lord Captain Victorian Greyjoy is actually here as well. We have some bad memories with him. He is a beast. So, let us besiege the castle. I am just hopeful that Greygarden will be left alone, at least until I am done sieging this. Yes, there we are. Okay, so we are lucky enough to be able to complete our ladders, and we will now be heading in. So now this is where we really want to make sure that we use our archers to the best of their ability, and I believe there is a hill over here which is going to be very nice for them indeed. So let's hope that that will be the case here, and we'll place our infantry in front just to make sure that our archers are not targeted too much. So let's just hope that we do have an overwhelming amount of archers this time around, because of course in the field battles you really want to have more infantry, or at least I would like to have more infantry so that I can throw them at the enemy and hopefully do a serious amount of damage. But yes, it appears that, again, Brynden has been taken out. So we do need to be a little bit more cautious with him, perhaps. And as a result, I think we probably do want to make him into a non-combat companion, or at the very least, get him some incredibly protective armor. So that would make a huge difference to him in comparison to putting him all the way over there by that windmill. That would probably be a better idea. Ah, yes. So, let's see here. Let's place these archers a little bit closer. Yes, it appears that we are weakening them rather sufficiently at the moment, but they do outnumber us if you remember, so we will be waiting for a little bit of time until our archers are able to soften the defenses up, and I'm hoping that we can potentially charge in there at around 90 enemies, maybe 85, so yes, I think what I may do actually is just cut away for a little bit, because sitting here, standing, and doing whatever else I may be doing here, we are going to be watching our archers fire off into the enemy's units. So I will see you in just a minute. Okay, so I believe we are nearer 100 units than, well, was previously, so I think we are going to now be charging in. So, as you can probably tell, we do have a ladder over there, as well as a siege engine, and I'm hoping that our infantry will split up and do a somewhat clever maneuver. So, let us do it. Charge in, infantry. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay, so, as you see, we have one group of infantry heading up the front and another heading around the side. So this is going to be absolutely amazing if we are able to pull this off, and incredibly efficient as well. So let's just hope that we will be able to get up there as well, and I'm thinking maybe I can actually jump on the ladder from the side here and cut in front. But it appears that many of our units are even having difficulty getting up there, so I think I'll leave them to it for now, and we will move our archers a little bit closer just in case. And, oh, it appears that we actually have some enemy units over there, which we are having to deal with. So, yes, we'll need to see about that, and our units are getting a little bit stuck on the ladder, but not for too long. Theon Greyjoy has actually just acquired a kill on one of our Stormland sergeants. Not very nice of him indeed, but nevertheless, we will take him down in the end, I hope. And what is this fellow doing right here? No! Okay, follow me. Follow me, soldier. Yes, there we are. Okay, that's much better. And now hopefully they can follow me up the ladder as well, and they won't get stuck. And let's see what we can do with actually helping our units out here. Oh no, it appears that they're having quite a few issues with dealing with the units at the front here. I'm hopefully going to be able to jump over all of these fellows here. There we are. Okay, who thought that would work? No one. Yes. Not even me. Oh yes, there we are. Okay, so we are incredibly pleased to get over here. So we are going to now deal a significant amount of damage with our thrusting attacks. Or at least I can hope so. Not 0 damage, thank you very much. I would like a little bit more than that. Elias, come on. Yes, there we are. That's much better. Okay, I am ready for the thrusting. There we are. Nice. Good. Come on. Yes, take him down. Thank you. And continue the thrusting. That will be very nice. A lot of damage right there. Now, I do believe that that quest at Bravos does reward one of the best, if not the best, two-handed sword in the game, according to many of you in the comments. So, I am actually incredibly anxious to take out the Iron Islands once and for all, and indeed head on to Bravos and hopefully complete the quest, because... Okay. Well, yes, the pitfalls of playing in first person, everyone. That was a little bit disorientating, but thankfully enough, we didn't take too much damage from it. But yes, okay, we will be hopefully helping our units over here who are playing a cat and mouse game with one of the units that has currently landed on the stables, I believe? Yes, as you can see here. So let's try to jump upon them and deal a significant amount of damage. Take that guy out and stab him. Yes, there we are. Okay, so now that frees up our units so that they can actually be a little bit more efficient. And we will see how many units we've lost so far. 19 dead, not bad. That is actually pretty reasonable considering the amount of units we are currently fighting. But, of course, they did only have 37 or... Actually, they had around 50 more units than we had. So, yeah, they had around 49 more units, basically. So, that's pretty good, I must admit. The amount of units that we've currently lost haven't been too bad. And I'm hopefully going to help many of our units to advance, and I'm actually thinking, are there any other archers that I need to take out? Because usually that is my job in these sieges. I do like to flank the enemy and take out their archers first, so that they can stop doing damage, I suppose. That's probably the greatest maneuver that I can pull off, and it appears we have been victorious, which is great. So there we are, 10 renown, and we lost 22. and most of those were Stormland sergeants and mounted units, and a couple of elite men-at-arms from various factions, which is a little sad to see, I must admit, but that is all Brendan's fault. You can blame him. Okay, so yes, as you see here, Lord Captain Victorian has done an incredible job, for an NPC, shall we say, at actually killing quite a few units. And it appears that many of them will now escape, apart from Theon Greyjoy. We will be taking him prisoner once again, and the Lord Captain was able to escape, which is unfortunate. But yes, nevertheless, we will be taking as many as we can prisoner to prevent them from retaliatory efforts. And there we are. We will now head on, take a few things to sell, and let our companions loot the rest. So, I think we want to defer the appointment of a lord. I think that's probably what I should have done with Greygarden, but unfortunately that slipped my mind a little bit. Or at least I made an error in judgment, perhaps. Yes, that's probably more like it. And we will now just start leveling up a couple more of our units here, and then rejuvenate our forces for any potential retaliation. Now, I am going to be ending this episode off here, and as a result, I will be garrisoning Greygarden as much as I can and protecting it from Graydon Goodbrother, as you can see here. And as I said in the previous episode, hopefully make it a little bit unappetizing for any potential lords. So, I thank you for watching, and we will eventually take out the Iron Islands and claim it as our own. Nagas Hall, Hammerhorn, Black Tide are left. So, I will see you next time.